Shalom. This is your brother Yakal, Laha Kwataza from Wichita, Kansas. First and foremost, before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of the men of Great Millstone, the men of GMS, all right, that rule well. Those are the true prophets of Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, if you want to believe that or not. I want to say peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. All right. The topic of this lesson is going to be about the movie Godzilla times Kong, Godzilla Kong. All right, they teamed up. Okay. And I'm just going to say it, man. The Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahshai did it again. Okay. They did it. They did it again. Okay. Excuse the funny, the goofy, foolishness right there, man. But let me find a cool picture. All right. Let me find a cool picture. I'll give them. All right, they teamed up. That's a cool picture. Oh, man. What the hell? But yeah, they teamed up, and they went against, a new evil called Scar King, and like I said, Yahweh Shemash, I did it again, with another spiritual movie, man, and every Godzilla movie, man, almost every Godzilla movie is, very spiritual. All right, it's biblical, okay, and it's just it was like every scene, almost every part of the movie was spiritual. I'm specifically like the characters and like what they were, not what they were, but like what they represented. It was real spiritual, man. It was cool. I just don't know where to start because I was surprised on how biblical and how spiritual this movie was, man. Because I was expecting to walk up in here and watch this movie and just watch some folly, see some foolishness, some fighting, monsters just duking it out, body slamming each other, blowing fire, blasting each other's limbs off, just some battling, just some folly, some entertainment, some action. But really, watching this movie with spiritual eyes, this movie is very spiritual. It's very biblical. Okay. But at the same time, watching this movie without a spiritual lens, without the eye salve given to us, from Yahweh Shem Shai, all right, or watching this movie without filtering it out with the scriptures. This movie is very, it feels rushed. It really sucks. There's just no like context. If not, just barely any context, if not little, when it comes to these new characters, what's going on, what's this, what happens after this, why is this going on, why is there, why this, why that, just barely any context. But when you watch this movie with spiritual eyes, man, with the eye salve, all right, filter this movie out with the scriptures, okay? This movie is, very good, man. I like this movie, the last movie I didn't like, but not Godzilla -1, but Godzilla versus Kong. I didn't like that movie, but this movie, I love this movie. There was a lot of fighting. There was a lot of battling out. Just this happens, now this happens. It's goofy, but filtering out watching this movie and filtering it out with the scriptures is very spiritual, man. Godzilla and Kong, and they represent the Northern Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom, and them teaming up, to get that, man, because at first they met up They're about to fight, about to kill each other, man. Ephraim, not Judah. KJV. All right, they're about to kill each other, and then out of nowhere, Mothra. All right, let me get that. Mothra. All right, Mothra. She comes back out of nowhere. Okay, which is spiritual as F, man. It's hell crazy spiritual. That because she died 2 movies ago, man. Okay. She died 2 movies ago. Okay. And she came back, and when she came back, Godzilla and King Kong, they seen her, and they just their vibe, they just changed. They teamed up. They stopped battling, and they teamed up. They became I don't want to say friends, but they teamed up. They became friends, for lack of better terms. Okay, allies. Okay, in the movie after Mothra showed up. But yeah, Mothra died 2 movies ago, and her spirit was revived. She came out of nowhere, by this little girl. Okay, and I see that as Mothra representing, symbolizing this truth. Okay, the Lord, this wisdom. Okay, which wisdom, or the wisdom of the Lord of Yahweh Shemel Shai, is symbolized as a female spirit. Her, wisdom, Sophia. Okay. All right, and Mothra is a feminine entity, a feminine spirit. Okay, Mothra's a mother. And has babies. Okay, and Mothra is very feminine. Okay, and the wisdom of this Bible, of this truth, is symbolized as feminine. Okay, what chapter is that, man? Read virtuous woman. All right. Proverbs chapter 31, verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman? All right. For her price is far above rubies. The heart of her, it's like the heart of her husband doth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. She seeketh wool and flax, and worketh willingly with her hands. She is like the merchants' ships. She bringeth her food from afar. She riseth also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maidens. You don't see no women doing this, okay? She considereth a field, and buyeth it with the fruit of her hands. She planteth a vineyard, all right? She girdeth her loins with strength, and strengtheneth her arms. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night. She layeth her hands to the spindle, Slakia, and her hands hold off the distaff. All right. She stretcheth out her hand to the poor. Yes, she reacheth forth her hands to the needy. Who's that talking about? The poor and the needy. Speaking about the elect. All right. The Lord's men. All right. All right. The Lord's elect. Men, women, and children. All right. The believers of Yahweh Shemel Shai, which start off with the elect, the 144,000 elect. Okay. All right. And this she, okay, is not talking about just any virtuous woman. It's talking about the wisdom of Yahweh Shemel Shai, the truth of this Bible. All right. She is not afraid of the snow for her household, for all her household are clothed with scarlet. She maketh herself coverings of tapestry. Her clothing is silk and purple. Her husband is known in the gates when he sitteth among the elders of the land. She maketh fine linen and selleth it, and delivereth girdles unto the merchant. Strengthen and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come. She openeth her mouth with wisdom. All right, with what? She openeth her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. Okay? That's how you know this is speaking about the truth, the wisdom of the Lord. Okay? The law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shema Shai. She looketh well to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of the of idleness. Okay? Her children arise and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praiseth her. Okay? Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excellest them all. Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates. The words of the preacher and the son of David. Oh, okay, stop it. Yeah, man. When Godzilla and King Kong, they met up in Egypt. Okay, which that's spiritual too, man. I just realized that King Kong and Godzilla, they met up. All right, and they met in Egypt. All right, to fight each other. All right, and then Mothra came out of nowhere and made them peaceful again and at alliance again. Okay, and what land are we in right now? Where are we at right now? Spiritual Egypt. All right. Let me get that. All right. It says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships by the way thereof, whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there shall be and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. Okay? It says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. Okay, with ships. What is this talking about? The transatlantic slave trade. All right. Look that up. If you don't know what that is, then, you better know what that, what it is, man. All right. The Southern Kingdom was sold, all right, and sent over here to America by ships, all right, boat, all right. And America is biblically Egypt, all right, Egypt all over again, okay. Second Ezra 13 and 41, it says, but they took this counsel among themselves. This is speaking about the Northern Kingdom, the so-called Latinos and Native Americans, all right, to escape the Assyrian captivity. Okay, this is what they did. All right, when we were in Israel, all right, and we were being persecuted and going into slavery by the Persians, the Ishmaelites, and the Elamites. Okay, it says, but they took this counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt. And what land was that? The Americas. North America, South America. All right, and what is America again? Spiritual Egypt. Egypt all over again. Egypt 2.0. And where did Godzilla and King Kong meet up to fight each other, again? Egypt, all right. And what is spiritual Egypt? America. And where are the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans at right now? America, which is spiritual Egypt, okay? And like I said, Godzilla and King Kong, they represent the so-called, the Northern Kingdom, which is the Latinos and Native Americans, and the Southern Kingdom, which are the so-called blacks, all right? Jamaicans, the Haitians, and the North American so-called black people, okay? All right, right, Jeremiah 50:33, it says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the Lord of hosts," all right, the Lord of armies, "the children of Israel," all right, the northern kingdom, the Latinos and Native Americans, "the children of Israel and the children of Judah," all right, the so-called blacks of our nation, all right, the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. Okay. And Godzilla and King Kong symbolized the north, Israel and Judah, the northern kingdom, and the so-called blacks, the southern kingdom, being oppressed together. All right, envying each other. Okay. Let me get this precept. I've been trying to get this precept out for a minute. All right, this is Isaiah 11:13. It says, "The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut. Ephraim shall not," it says, "Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim." And what happened when Mothra appeared out of nowhere in Egypt? Okay, Godzilla and King Kong, they teamed up. All right, they became friends. All right, okay, and the scene is Mothra's in the middle. Okay, they show it in the movies. Okay, just not in the pictures, not the trailer, but Mothra was in the middle, and she symbolizes this truth. All right, and Ephraim, the northern kingdom, and Judah in the southern kingdom, they're, we're back. Okay, we're back, and we're doing this thing together. All right, we're doing the will of the Lord. We're coming back from our wickedness, okay, to our heritage, to our power, true power, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, just like King Kong and Godzilla teamed up, same with the so-called blacks and the Latinos and Native Americans. All right, we're teaming up again. This truth, wisdom. All right, Sophia, the wisdom of the Lord, is joining us together. Is the one that has us not vexing each other no more, not envying each other no more, because we're brothers, man. We're true brothers. Okay. And this was the new evil guy, man. And guess what? Guess what he looks like, man? Red-haired. All right, monkey. All right. And who's the red-haired monkey in real life? Esau. All right. And what does he have? A weapon. Okay. His power is in the weapon. Okay. Okay. He has this weapon. Okay. That King Kong couldn't. King Kong, couldn't mess with him, man, because he had a dangerous weapon, man, and he was able to control this thing called Shimu, okay, which was just too powerful, man, okay, for Godzilla and King Kong, okay. I mean, for King Kong, so King Kong had to go up there, and Godzilla teamed up, and Mothra, all right, which is this truth, which is Mothra, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, Godzilla and King Kong, all right, and yeah, man, even King Kong had his axe, all right, and yeah, man, it was so spiritual. I wish I could go scene by scene. But yeah, this represents Esau, all right? Edom, okay? The red, hairy bastard. Okay. And yeah, King Kong went down there to, it was like a new realm, a new place, a new uncharted territory in the Hollow Earth, okay? And this Scar King dude, this red devil, which symbolized Esau, the so-called white man, which is in power, All right. And that's spiritual too. They got Godzilla skulls and they have King Kong skulls. All right. He had he had like a population of King Kongs. All right, apes. All right, under his control, slaving. Okay, he had them as slaves. Okay. In the underground, man, everything was red. It was hell. All right, they're captive under this red monkey. Okay, Esau, Scar King. Okay, these bones right here represent the dry bones. Us Israelites, we're spiritually dry bones. All right, before we came into this truth. All right, we didn't know the truth, man. All right, and we were dry bones, even though we were walking and living day to day, having families. All right, without this wisdom and knowledge and understanding of Yahweh Shema Shai, we're dry bones, and we all know that, that scripture. All right, shall these bones live? All right, these dry bones. Okay, and the Lord raised us up. All right, as dry bones, we were dead. All right, just bones, barren, and the Lord put flesh on us. All right. Okay, and made us whole with this truth, with this knowledge and understanding of Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay. And there was a population of Kongs, apes, and he had them captives. And King Kong, he went down there. All right, he noticed that that his people were slaves, man, and it was unjust. Okay, and he tried to take this man down, man, but he couldn't, because Scar King had the weapon. His power was in the weapon. He was too strong for him by himself. All right. So, and he needed the power from on high, from on top, from above, from Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay. And him and Godzilla teamed up, and Mothra, all right, her abilities, all right, which symbolizes Yahweh Shema Shai, all right, this truth, all right, and they got their power back, okay, together, and they took this monkey down, okay. All right, and all those King Kongs, that population of apes were set free. They weren't captives anymore, man. And that population of apes that were captive, slaves under this red-haired monkey. All right, they were set free, and they symbolized the Israelites, us so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, that were were slaves under the so-called white man. All right, and also there was see, they had a population of them. There was apes that were captives. They were teamed up with him. The red guy, the enemy, Esau. All right, Scar King. Okay, they were on his side. They had their hair wasn't red, but they had red marks. Okay, on them. They painted themselves red. They had red, paint on them. Okay, and they symbolized, the wicked 2/3 on the side of this devil. Okay, doing the work of the devil. Ye are of your father the devil, roughly paraphrasing. Okay, and yeah, man. But yeah, man, I'm gonna leave it right there, man. Hope this was edifying to the hopeful elect. I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakawadash. See you in the next lesson. Until next time, I'm gonna say Shalom.